So one of the questions that people do ask is, how do you kind of know whether your workout was effective? Okay, what are some of the measures, some of the ways that you would go ahead and judge whether your workout is actually effective for you, right? No one else, but just specifically for you. Okay, I'm going to address that in today's session, right, the Hock session, and it's probably something that you already know. Maybe you just don't want to face it. So anyway, hopefully this helps you get a perspective and helps you to affirm what you've probably been thinking already. Okay, so welcome everybody. All right, so let's get down to how do you kind of know whether your workout is effective. So one common thing that people always tend to say is that, I sweat a lot. Okay, and to me, sweating a lot means that I did my best, that workout is going to be awesome. Okay, on the flip side, when you don't sweat, for some of you, you feel like you didn't work out at all. Okay, let me know. Okay, let me know if this is you. You kind of just feel like if you don't sweat, that workout is pretty much useless. You didn't work out at all. Let me know if that's you. Let me know if that's the case. Okay, so let's put that down as the first form of measuring whether your workout was effective, right? So sweating. The other form or other way that people kind of judge whether their workout was effective was, it doesn't have to be sweating, but whether they push themselves really hard, whether they went all out, whether they are just like exhausted, fatigued. Okay, let's just put it as fatigue, right? So let me know if there are other ways of, honestly, yourself, how do you kind of judge whether your workout was effective? Let me know. Okay, these are kind of like the two big things that people talk about, and of course there are a couple of other things that you may judge it based on, but let's just kind of focus on this, right? So is it true, okay, is it worthwhile for you to feel that if you sweat or if you fatigue, your workouts are actually effective? The workout that you did was actually effective. Okay, just kind of, for those of you who are watching this, okay, just kind of ask yourself, do you feel like this is the means that you kind of judge based off that your workouts was effective? Okay, just think about it for a while, marinate in it. Now here's the thing that I'm going to share with you. So this is the reality. Okay, the thing is, for us, most often, and honestly I think it's almost 100% of the time, the only way we can find out whether our workout was effective is never during the moment or during a workout. You will never ever know whether your workout was effective in the moment. Alright, even just after the workout, you will never kind of know whether, or you shouldn't. I would say that you probably don't want to judge whether your workout was effective based off of what you feel in that moment or just after a few minutes or a few hours after that workout. And why is this so? Okay, one of the things I talked about previously was about intention, right? When you ask yourself whether your workout was effective, what is it effective for? Okay, there are definitely a lot of goals that people want to judge their workouts based off. Okay, one of the things is whether that workout or that chain of workouts helped you to gain strength, okay, performance wise. The other kind of goal that people go for is whether the workout burned fat. Okay, and honestly speaking, or basically burn fat or help you to lose weight. So honestly, if you think about this, right, strength goals, losing weight, losing fat, these are not things that you can actually realize in the workout itself. The only way that you can judge whether your workout is effective is actually on hindsight, right? So what I mean by hindsight, okay, so for example, you've worked out for a good 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then probably it's a good idea for you to start tracking and kind of look at your progress week on week. But I would say, looking at 3 weeks, 4 weeks is probably a good amount of time. It's neither too short nor too long to understand how, kind of your program has been doing for you. So if you're just looking based off of workouts, okay, 3 or 4 weeks later, you got to evaluate and judge for yourself whether that was the workouts that you plan, the 3 or 4 weeks, did it help you to, firstly, if your goal was strength, improve your strength? Were you able to feel stronger? Were you be able to lift more? Were you able to move in better control? Right, that's one. The second thing is, if you are going for fat loss, right, was your workout effective for fat loss? Honestly speaking, in terms of fat loss, it's not just your workouts, but since we're just talking about the aspect of workouts here, you got to ask yourself 3 or 4 weeks later, did it help you to lose fat? Did it help you to gain muscles and help you then to be able to, with that muscles, metabolize yourself better and of course lose that fat, right? And then obviously lose weight is another thing together also, but it's only after that 3 to 4 weeks would you realize or know whether that workout, or let me rephrase this and let me help you reframe this, the chain of workout, the program, the workout plan, right? There's not just that one workout, whether that sequence and that plan of workout was effective for you. All right, and this is why I mentioned hindsight. You can't actually know whether that workout was effective during the moment. You can only know whether that workout or that series of workout, that workout plan, was effective for you after going through it and judging it objectively, you know, and reviewing how your progress has been, whatever progress that is for you. Okay, so I think this is really important. Like, it's very hard for you to find out just like whether one workout was effective. Okay, and obviously, like at the end of the day, you do want to define what is it effective for. Okay, but no matter what, sweating, okay, is never actually a good indication, or it really doesn't tell you much about whether your workout was effective. Everyone has different tendencies to sweat. Someone can sweat more with the same amount of exercise, someone can sweat less with the same amount of exercise. Okay, and then these two persons could be the exact same person doing the exact same thing. The only thing that is different is that they sweat differently. But then, if let's say put it this way, the person who didn't sweat actually lost more fat, are you gonna say that, you know, like sweating or not was an indicator, or is something that is gonna help you judge whether your workout is effective? No, right? Like, sweating really doesn't matter much, okay, even if it's performance goals, even if it's changing your looks, your superficial looks. Okay, sweating is honestly never a good indicator, or it really doesn't tell you much about whether your workouts are effective, and it shouldn't help you define whether you feel that you had a good workout or not just by sweating. But of course, if sweating makes you happy, then honestly speaking, I think if happiness is kind of your progress and you just feel good, then, you know, go ahead and sweat. Okay, but for those of you who are judging whether your workout was good enough or not, right, I just want you to know and feel comfortable knowing that sweating is really not an indicator. If you don't sweat, it's still okay. All right, let me know if you know what I mean, you know, for those of you who actually feel that sweating makes you feel good, whether or not you realize that, you know, it's actually not it's not going to define whether your workouts was good or bad. Okay, and of course the second thing here is fatigue. Right, by the way, I just want to quickly mention about this fatigue, right? I think a lot of people chase fatigue, and this is one of the reasons why people don't get stronger. When you want to grow stronger, fatigue is really not something that you want to chase. In fact, you want to learn how to, what's the term for it? You kind of want to learn how to manage or keep it at bay so that you can lift heavier, move heavier weights, or even move more controlled. It doesn't have to be heavier weights, but you move in a more controlled manner, you can get stronger. But if you get fatigued, you are just not going to be able to let your body get used to it, control the amount of weights. Okay, so that's just something to take note of. And yeah, you know, like the reason why I brought these two out specifically, of course, like I said, there are other factors, but these two factors are usually factors that people might say that, oh, I had a good workout, right, because I'm worn out or I'm sweating, but it's really not the case. It's only by evaluating after and on hindsight whether would you know whether your workouts were effective for your goal. All right. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Of course, for those of you who, you know, have kind of just been struggling with different aspects of workouts or nutrition, or you have been just kind of blown away with too many things, getting overwhelmed, or your workouts are too extreme, or you just find yourself trying a lot of fat diets, let me know if you're struggling with this. Okay, just feel free to reach out, message me, let me know what you're struggling with, and we can see how we can help you with this. All right, this is kind of what we help with in our program. But yeah, you don't have to struggle with all this if you don't want to, and if you want guidance. All right, guys, remember this: one workout during a workout, even after a few minutes, a few hours after your workout, you're not going to really understand or even know whether that workout was effective. Okay, it's always on hindsight. Okay, anyway, good stuff. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Keep pushing on. Everything starts from your mind, and go through your own journey. Push through. Go at your own pace. Love life, and just keep pushing on. All right, Hock here. Till the next hotbox session. Have a good one. Stay happy. Stay lovely. Keep loving.